Hello, everyone. This is Paula Eggleston from the Charleston area League of Women Voters. I am Vice President for Citizen Education. And during the season of elections, one of the things that the League does, and remember that we are nonpartisan, we don't support a particular party or a particular candidate, but we do have candidate forums where individuals who are running for public office have the opportunity to participate, particularly in local elections, have the opportunity to participate in candidate forums. And who we have today is, we have Chardale Murray. She is running for State House District 116. Chardale and her opponent were invited to participate in a candidate forum. Ms. Murray's opponent did not accept the invitation. And so we have offered her a chance to state her views. And I'm going to ask her a series of questions about the office that she's running for. So the other thing I want to mention before we start the interview is the League of Women Voters has, in connection with the National League, has vote411.org, and that's a place where you can go using technology to find out information and candidates' positions on the various issues. We want you to vote, and we will start this interview or discussion right now. So, Ms. Murray, if you first of all would provide us with your platform and an opening statement about your candidacy for this particular office.
Hello, my platform will be based on education, broadband, infrastructure, and healthcare.
Okay, and if you could expand on that a little bit, you have 60 seconds. So anything you want to say specifically about any one of those areas?
Yes, broadband. But do you want me to introduce myself or just?
Yeah, you can do that.
All right. Well, I am Chardale Murray, one of the candidates for District 116. And District 116 covers from Walterboro, Colleton County, which is Cartersville, Roundel, and the Sea Islands area. And Mr. Brown has resigned and he endorsed me, which means a lot because usually in the low country, we go by name recognition. He knows that I'm homegrown and I can work well both with the youth as well as the seniors. And just to give you a few history about myself, I wear many hats, and broadband has become a big thing in the rural area, and that's most of my district. Broadband is like the heartbeat of everything, because without broadband, we can't do anything. It's like we're on an island by ourselves. And with school just started, I live in the rural area. With COVID, it's been frustrating logging on.
Okay, thank you so much.
Because I didn't even do it. I didn't do an introduction, but okay.
All right.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and go to the first question. Do you support or do you oppose Medicaid expansion in South Carolina, and explain?
Well, I will support Medicaid expansion, and especially, again, living in the rural areas where we have a lot of seniors that can't go to the hospital and that don't have transportation, and that's something we just support. A lot of people can't afford health insurance. In South Carolina, I know we didn't expand the Medicaid, but I'm in support of that.
Okay, all right, thank you. Second question, what policies do you support to affect change in the criminal justice system? What policies do you support to affect change in the criminal justice system?
Well, this is my first time running for office, and I know there's a lot of destructive policy, but I think if you do the crime, they should pay the time. We should do a thorough background check when it comes to law enforcement. Some of the things that's going on in the world and that's unacceptable, because I'm pretty sure at the training facility, they don't teach individual to kneel on someone's neck, like what the incident that happened with George. And if you're a mental patient, you really don't know what to do, because if someone call law enforcement and a person is naked, and I know we're seeing many incidents like that, if you don't have any weapon, you shouldn't be able to just assault the person. We had a lot of individuals that passed with mental issues due to police brutality. So I think, again, descriptive policies when it comes to law enforcement. We need more body cameras and stricter rules when you're an officer, how to approach an individual.
Okay, thank you. Question number 3. What suggestions do you have for managing the pandemic at the state level, as well as preparing for pandemics in the future?
Well, I think that we need to come up with a solution first. How the pandemic procedures need to be handled. We need to, as far as the school, I guess, be more cautious. For example, with the grants, are we going to really be testing regular on a daily basis, like the students? It's if the children should have like split days, because that's a lot having the mask on. Again, I think we need to look at everything as a whole. Because if you look at the news just recently, some places are being closed down back because COVID is increasing. As far as education, I think they should have packets that the kids should have had year round. And if they need help, then they should be able to contact the teachers. But we need to first find a solution to decide what grants, what we need to, use for the kids in general.
Okay. 4th question. Comment on the current gun laws in South Carolina. Comment on the current gun laws in South Carolina.
I'm not aware of the gun laws in South Carolina as far as, is it a stand your ground state? I'm not sure what the gun laws, but I do believe if you had a record in the past and right now you're being a productive citizen, you should be allowed to carry a concealed weapon permit, even though you might have had a solid charges 20 years ago. We just need to have maybe stricter laws when it comes to certain things, but we need to educate the citizens more about safety. I don't have a problem with someone having a concealed weapon permit.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Now, what we'd like for you to do is to provide a closing statement. It's 60 seconds.
Okay. Well, I would like to say that I am an honest and passionate person. I've been doing funeral service for 26 years. So I'm aware of my surrounding, the areas, knowledgeable about my area that I'm serving and the surrounding areas. And I'm here for unity. And what better person as an African woman to have an office because we need more women, not only being an African-American woman, for whether you with the LGBT community, I'm just here for everyone. And I know that I will fight for the citizens in District 116 in the state of South Carolina when it comes to education, putting the trades back in the school, healthcare, because we don't have any urgent care on in the rural areas. The closest hospital is at least an hour away, and affordable homes. So if you have the trade in the school, you can afford the affordable homes because we can teach the kids how to become entrepreneurs. A lot of people were able to become successful or business owner because of the trade. And not only having the trades in the school, but we have the classes like aeronautics, they'll be able to have more jobs when it comes to Boeing and other places.
Okay,
So,
all right.